Well guys, I think it's about that time to go over some more forgotten cartoons from your childhood. You've watched a ton of cartoons as a kid and you almost definitely didn't remember them all, and that was the same case with me. These are some cartoons I forgot about. Let's start off with a cartoon called Krypto the Superdog. This is the part where I would tell you the synopsis and give you the basics on the series, but the theme song describes it literally 50 times.
He's a super dog. He's a superhero. He came to Earth from outer space, and his name is Krypto.
Krypto is a super dog and he goes around saving people. He has this kid sidekick that also takes care of him. Now, I am going to be completely honest here. The only reason I liked this show is because of nostalgia. I'm sure if I went back right now and I watched an episode, then I wouldn't really enjoy it. Honestly, that sort of thing happens with a bunch of different cartoons when you're a kid. You watch something, you really enjoy it, but then later on you just realize how bad it was. I don't exactly know why I watched Krypto the Superdog so much. It was one of those cartoons that I watched in a phase. I really loved it for a very short amount of time, but I do remember getting hyped for episodes every day. Maybe it was the fact that a dog was the main character, and I really like dogs, but I could really care less for the superhero stuff, so I am questioning my younger self. A lot of people are probably going to compare this to Superman the animated series, and that might take away their enjoyment from Krypto. However, I never actually watched that, so I really liked this show. Do any of you guys remember Teacher's Pet?
Born on the wrong end of the leash, he was a dreamer and a little schemer. I thought he might live in a dog's life, but when he'd hear the bell for school, one day he says, "I'll take a chance." In a glance, school becomes his favorite pastime. I have buried a bone for the last time.
Airing from 2000 to 2002 on ABC Saturday mornings, Teacher's Pet told the story of a 9-year-old boy, Leonard Helperman, and his dog, Spot, who dresses up as a boy. Truth be told, this is one of those shows I really don't know if I watched. Like, I remember all the characters' designs and I know the plot of the show, but I'm not sure if I actually tuned into this, although I know a bunch of you guys have, so yeah. While looking up information for Teacher's Pet, I actually found that the show won several Emmy Awards, and honestly that's really surprising because this is the type of cartoon that literally nobody talks about nowadays, and I'm wondering why. I guess it was just an unpopular premise. I mean, a dog dressing up as a boy is kinda weird, but still, I know some of you guys have seen this before. You might have really liked it as a kid, and if you did, then let me know in the comments. One of the most forgotten Cartoon Network cartoons, I believe, is called Time Squad. It follows the adventures of Otto Osworth, Buck Tudrussel, and the robot Larry 3000, a trio of hapless time cops living in the far distant future who travel back in time attempting to correct the course of history. Okay, I know for a fact that I watched this show as a kid, but I didn't really watch it religiously. Like, I saw an episode every once in a while. However, I remember almost nothing about it. Like, I can recognize these characters. I know I've seen them before. It's not often that you see time travel cartoons, especially on Cartoon Network, and I really do think they should do more of those. Time travel is such an interesting concept, and I've loved it ever since I was a kid. I'll watch anything if it involves time travel, and honestly, Time Squad is one of those cartoons where I might go back and watch every episode. It was nominated for 5 different Annie Awards, so it's probably at least a little good, I guess. The series only ran for about 2 years, and it's no surprise that it wasn't popular. I rarely see anybody talk about it nowadays, especially when talking about the older Cartoon Network shows. It feels like it completely disappeared from everyone's minds, but overall, I do think this plot has potential. BRB, gonna watch some episodes.